Welcome back to the bedroom,
You
Clancy.
better behave yourself now.
In the last part, we were thoroughly punished for wandering out of bed like a naughty child. We've taken some health damage, as indicated by the blood splatter in the corners of the screen, but fret not, because we are still alive, and we are able to proceed the game just fine despite this setback.
I mean, you're actually supposed to use the handle of the spoon in order to make the unscrewing easier. But okay.
Clancy has proven himself to be rather resourceful, both in the manner of his camera work, which sadly had gotten him trapped in this place, his tomb, if you will. Now, with his powers, his wit, and his intelligence, he is going to escape this bedroom once and for all.
Okay, we successfully put that painting up, and this painting up.
Okay, that was the painting hidden inside the clock. Now, because we had to put this painting back away so that Marguerite did not discover that it was missing, now we'll take it
There's
and
alcohol
we'll put it.
behind the painting.
Wine, actually. Uh-huh.
A sewing needle. Yeah, that does not look like a sewing needle, actually.
Voodoo, 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 voodoo.
Oh. Do we need to recollect the paintings, Mr. Cloud?
We do have to recollect the paintings because we have to put the paintings on the wall in a different arrangement. It's up to us to determine what is the arrangement that we got to put it in now based on the information we have available.
Well, because it's been too goddamn long, I'm not entirely sure what all information we have available for us. I mean, the sewing needle is obviously going to be used as a key item in order to unlock something or other, but
So we know that the bed is connected to this clock here, which is why we're putting the sewing needle on the clock
and now
to
we're
replace the
supposed to
broken clock
change
handle.
the clock in order to move the bed.
Correct. And we have to figure out what time the clock is supposed to be set to in order to do that.
I don't think it's actually on the paintings, though.
We must examine every last thing.
It's definitely not on this later. I mean, one of the digits on the wall is 4, so probably it's probably going to be around like 415.
So we did find a clock in this room. It's actually inside of the grandfather clock. The time that it read was 5 o'clock.
All right.
And if I open the door again on the grandfather clock, then you'll see. So we've gotten all the things, and we're just making sure that Marguerite is all set with us. Hit the cross button in order to secure yourself in. And no, Marguerite is not going to notice that you unscrewed the additional screw that she put on because she's taking even more measures to make sure that Clancy doesn't escape from the room. And we still have the option to die by ingestion of foul funk.
Now I know you're actually supposed to use the atmospheric sounds in order to tell if Marguerite is close by or not. But like, I wasn't actually hearing them through the game audio that much. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we can actually still explore the room a bit.
Right, we're good right now. the game makes it very clear and obvious when Marguerite is coming and when you definitely got to get back in bed before she catches you. Because if she catches us again, then she's going to kill us.
Right.
And we do not want to die. We want to live. Okay, we got the painting. Now, there are some details here, like painting A, painting B, and painting C. And lo and behold, it actually did something.
It opens up a different voodoo chapter. Huh.
It's a leaf.
Oh, so the rotary lock needs the maple leaves. Okay.
Look, Mama, I washed for supper. Okay, now that that's done, we're all done with the paintings. In fact, we are so done with the paintings that we can put the paintings back in the original orientation as when we found them. You can't get any other goods by continuing to put arrangements of the paintings up.
Okay.
And because the third painting was hidden inside the grandfather clock and the door on the clock is normally shut, that Marguerite will never discover that painting is not where it's supposed to be.
I do like that you're actually trying to, look behind the paintings for clues, but they specifically are not there.
You do have to use the examine feature. If this is your first time finishing Bedroom, you do have to use the examine feature on items in order to complete this.
There it is.
Okay.
Maple leaf.
Okay, now, which hand was holding the fork? No, which hand was holding the spoon? Because there's an apple on the spoon. Aha! So by process of elimination, we figured out that the symbol that's on the fork that the voodoo doll was holding was a snake. Now we've made it into the snake room.
Okay. Ooh, it's a totem of some kind.
That's the snake key. The snake key opens the door underneath the bed. Our only escape route.
Okay, so and then we need to use okay, so we need to generate a shadow. We need to generate a shadow with the photo box, and unfortunately, don't tell me we got to use a shadow of the dead rat.
Well, you can't pick up the dead rat. All you can do is just look at it and then put it back.
Okay.
We do have to create a shadow in order to solve this new shadow puzzle.
But we need a pry bar. Also, there are two other hooks that you can hang the lantern on. At least it looks like it. Looks like there are.
So there are 3 places to put the lantern. 1 is next to the bed. 2 is next to the coat rack in this closet here, and the 3rd is the thoroughly taped shut projection box that is facing this painting.
Okay.
Right now, I'm checking to see if there are any other rats, because I think you just have to find 1 more rat, and then you get the achievement for finding all the rats in the bedroom minigame.
Okay.
The only other achievement you can get other than just finishing the bedroom minigame, which is an accomplishment in itself, and you have to get it in order to plat this game.
It feels as though we're missing a key item specifically to remove the photo box.
You mean the projection box?
Yeah, the projection box.
Right. We are blocked by tape. Now, when in the game of Resident Evil 7 proper were we also blocked by tape at one point?
I do not recall, Mr. Cloud.
So the deputy who tragically becomes murdered by Jack gives Ethan a pocket knife, and that pocket knife is sharp enough to slice through the tape so that we can get into the garage. God damn, Zoe. All Marguerite did was yell at her some, and Zoe went and pointed a knife at her. Just pulled it right out. From behind the dresser. Who knows where else she may be hiding them?
Well, if that's the case, then the knife is almost certainly no longer here.
Aha.
Why is this knife still here?
Because Zoe is smart.
Okay, but Ethan, sorry, not Ethan, but Zoe's brother should have found this knife and removed it.
Well, Lucas
Lucas.
Lucas is smart in a lot of aspects, he also is dumb in a lot of aspects. And this is one of them, because Lucas is one of the main guards of the house. He still has his wits about him, and also that Jack keeps feeding him orders because as a function of Evelyn feeding Jack orders. Okay, we got. Now we can do the shadow puzzle. Here are the two pedestals on which you can begin setting objects, because there are not just one, but two places where you have to complete a shadow puzzle.
I don't think that the knife is actually going to solve the snakehead. Although, ironically enough, the spoon probably will.
Well, we can give the spoon a try, because you can put any object in your inventory up to the shadow puzzle and give it a try. Yeah, kind of looks like a little head, doesn't it? So there's a tongue, but it doesn't work.
Okay.
Where else am I going to find a pronged object that has that tongue-shaped fork at the bottom of it?
I guess it would be the sewing needle then.
But the sewing needle is on the clock now.
Right.
And we can't take the sewing needle off the clock once we put it on. And no, you cannot break this game by doing the things in the wrong order. The only way to not be able to finish this game is by dying. And you'll know when you are screwed. So many cross prompts.
We can't pull out the wastebasket.
Oh, I remember where the third rat is. The third rat is underneath the bed. But we can't get to the third rat right now because you have to get the bed out of the way in order to interact with it.
Right. Ooh, boots.
Yeah, of course there are shoes in the room because it's a fucking Japanese-inspired horror game. Why is one of the candles out on each of the candle holders?
You know, in order to prevent fire.
In order to screw with you, because actually those candles don't even enter into it. Okay, we got the pedestal open. In order to do that, we had to get the knife. We also have identified.
We're gonna need the snake key itself. Well, no, because the shadow puzzle is what's gonna open up the snake key. So.
Okay, there is This also is a part of the game where a lot of players can get stuck, myself included. Is we're missing it. We are missing an object right now.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that this object is actually not hidden inside of any of these rooms right now. The object in question comes from Marguerite herself. Now you just have to figure out, how do you get Marguerite to come back so that she can give you this thing so you can proceed the game?
Well, we probably need to make noise with the clock again, right? In the next episode, we'll continue exploring the bedroom minigame. Be safe, everybody.